Alright Hollywood, another day, another franchise revival. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is here, aiming to kickstart a new trilogy, so let's break it down scene by scene. A warning before starting, we will spoil the entire movie in this video. By the by, I'm the movie guy and let's start this video. We start off by witnessing Caesar's funeral, the protagonist of the previous trilogy series. Before going on, I have to say that I don't remember much about his story. I'm sure that these two stories will have a lot of similar points, but I'm not going to point out the similarities because I didn't rewatch the trilogy in preparation for this video. We meet Noah, the new protagonist, showing off by climbing dangerously for eagle eggs. Classic coming of age stuff, but with more feathers. Because nothing says manhood like risking your life for an omelet. Even in the Ape Kingdom, one thing is still true. Females have more style than men. Noah wants his friends to take the eggs as they are older than him.
By length of a sunset. Older.
But just barely. Instead, he goes on for the higher, more dangerous climb, and he also gets what he wants. On their way home, they find a blanket that smells like human, which in this world is basically DEFCON 1. They steal the blanket and return home victorious, awaiting their ritual and feeling like nothing can bring them down. You get where I'm going with this, right? Something's gonna bring them down. Their clan worships eagles. They're like dogs but featherier, and the elders aren't thrilled about that human-scented blanket. The elder sends his best warrior named Oda to scare off a human. Interestingly enough, while Oda is sent to scare the human is already in their camp trying to get some food. Noah tries to scare the girl away and she pushes past him, breaking the eagle egg that he had hidden away. Distraught, he decides to go try to get another egg, but something catches his attention. He finds two unknown apes killed, and Oda, who was stabbed in the back, warns him that there are many more close by. Interestingly enough, the new apes are searching for the girl and use Oda's horse to lead them back to the clan settlement.
Follow the horse! Find his clan!
Noah runs back to the clan to warn them, but it's too late. All of the apes have been imprisoned and their home set on fire. Shout out to the apes who thought smoke everywhere was just someone grilling bananas. He tried to help his father release the eagles before the attackers' leaders find them. Noah takes part in a 2v1 fight and gives his all in a losing effort. His father is killed and he barely escapes. Before going on to the second act of the movie, I have to say that the beginning has been very cliche. It's a typical revenge story, nothing seems to jump out of the page, and I was constantly thinking of the intro of The Northman. It's not done badly though, which is a good thing, and there are plenty of things that I'm interested in. For example, the attacking apes are using Caesar's name in a war cry despite attacking other apes, which is a big no-no for Caesar. It's time to get some revenge. Noah gets on a horse and goes on the trail of his family and attackers. On the way, he meets an old orangutan named Raka, who is clearly a callback to Maurice. Raka is a wise ape. He speaks perfect English, can read, and knows all about Caesars and his teaching. He offers to teach Noah all of these things, but Noah has a different mission. Raka decides to join Noah when they find the girl near his horse. He thinks that this is fate, to help the girl and show Noah that humans are not bad. I predict death in his fate. The girl is still following Noah, and during a night, Raka gives her some apples and boom, the classic they're not bad guys trope kicks in. Well, Noah is still not sure about her. Freya Allen has a fantastic scene here. She really shows the vulnerability of the character and made me feel sorry for her. During this scene, Raka names her Nova. They find a horde of zebras and humans and Raka decides to stay with them alongside Nova while Noah wants to go save his family. Before he leaves though, the attackers return, this time targeting these humans. Actually, they only want to get to Nova and she runs off. What follows is a great scene filled with good action, intensity, and suspense. At the end, Nova realizes that the only way to escape the attackers is to call for Noah, and this is the first time that she speaks. It's a powerful moment, and the three heroes escape the aggressive apes. Plot twist! Nova talks. She's not Nova, her name is May, and she's been lying all along. Kinda kills the sweet protect the vulnerable human vibe we had going. Ambush! The three heroes are ambushed on a narrow bridge, the worst place to be ambushed. Seriously, bridges in movies are just invitations to get jumped. They're like dark alleys. Boom! Dead predicted. Raka dies in his scene. I was expecting him to die in the finale though, not at the halfway point of the movie. The apes kidnap May and Noah. They get brought to the ape stronghold, where apes from more clans have been kidnapped and brought here, in order to form a kingdom for Proximus. May is taken to a room where she meets another human whose job is to humor Proximus by telling him Roman stories and jokes, while Noah is taken to the courtyard where he meets his family and friends. Proximus lays out his big villain plan, steal human tech, rule the world, blah blah. Also, surprise, May knows way more than she lets on. Again, Proximus pulls Noah to the side, compliments his intelligence, and tells him that he wants the technology so that the apes will never live in cages again, as the humans will look to destroy them with it. Before starting the third act, I can't stop thinking about how safe they played this movie, and I can't shake the feeling that I've seen it so many times before. Noah is your typical hero who steps up when others need him, but he lacks any other personality characteristics. You're supposed to like him because he's good, because his father was killed, and that his clan has been kidnapped, but aside from that, they don't give him a lot. Proximus is your typical villain with a god complex. How many of these have we seen in Hollywood movies? He calls himself Proximus Caesar, most likely because of his affinity to the Roman Empire. I don't hate the movie up until now, but I'm not blown away either. Also, I'm 1 hour and 30 minutes into it, and I was hoping they would be close to the ending, but I still have 1 hour remaining. The third act is by far the worst part of this movie. We start with Noah realizing that he has to stop Proximus, so he goes to talk to May, who was locked inside Proximus's castle. He just casually enters through a window. They come up with a plan to get inside the vault. May will get a book which will help humans be able to speak and read, and then Noah will flood the vault so that no one can get their hands on the things inside it. Because of course they magically find explosive, and because of course there's a giant ventilation shaft no one noticed. Everything is going great until they decide to waltz out the front door like amateurs, right into Proximus and his army. Seriously, if they had just taken a side exit, this whole final act would have been a wrap. Proximus lays into Noah for trusting a human instead of his fellow apes. He makes him choose between one of his friends and May, but before he can make a decision, May pulls out a revolver out of nowhere and shoots the ape holding his friend. Then she sets off the charges, blowing the dam and flooding the vault. This scene was really good, as I feel that May showed both compassion and selfishness at the same time. She saves Noah's friends by killing one of the apes. With the vault being flooded, Noah has to save his clan, and he directs them to the entrance where they came from. Before he can escape, he has to fight the ape that killed his father, and he outsmarts him by getting him stuck between pipes, and he lets the other ape drown to death. That was cold-blooded. Before he can celebrate victory, Noah will have to also beat Proximus, who whoops his ass. Instead of finishing the job, the villain decides that he needs to humiliate the hero a bit and asks him to bow to him. All of the other apes were just looking at the fight like it was fight night. They were probably filming it for their Reddit page. Out of nowhere, Noah remembers that he comes from the Eagle clan, does a Haka-like song. All the apes rally behind him. Meanwhile, the eagles were backstage like, cue dramatic entrance in 3, 2, 1. They come in and kill Proximus, and just like that, problem solved. We see May return to her kind with a disc, not a book, which allowed the humans inside a bunker, who seem NASA level smart, to power up their satellites and contact other humans. Despite what I said about not liking May's character, I was completely wrong. For me, she was the best character of the movie at the end. She was willing to step on everyone in order to get what she wanted, and she hates living in a world where the humans are inferior. If she becomes the main antagonist of the trilogy, I would be very happy, as I just feel that she has the energy and now the backstory to be able to do it. So yeah, Kingdom was safe, good looking, and not even close to Caesar level greatness. It's fast food cinema. You won't remember it tomorrow, but hey, at least it tasted okay today. Let me know if you think I'm being too harsh or not harsh enough. The best parts of these movies were the action scenes, which were so well choreographed, and all of them were so suspenseful. And the CGI. The movie has a lot of it, and it looked really good. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of the movie. While you are there, smash that like and subscribe button. And until next time, keep on watching movies, guys.